Hello everybody, this is Daniel Borg with his reflection video, What is User Experience for MUX 1511? And the first question is, what do you understand about UX? Well, I have to say a lot of different aspects I learned and understand about UX this month. First off, I am going to say that user experience concerns with how the user feels about using that application design. That's what UX is all about. I feel well, the most important thing, not what it's all about, but I feel that once you understand the psychology of the user when they're using your application, when, like, let's say you create personas and you fill that in with your application design, you can really get a clear picture of what users might want and understand that psychology of what happens on the screen when they're interacting with that design. I feel that you know, this particular part of application design and mobile development is probably 75 to 80% more important than even coding. I know that sounds a little bit extreme, but this is what really is going to sell your app. And that goes into the next question: why does UX matter? It matters in a lot of ways. When you understand the user and what they want and the psychology and the emotional response when they're using your app, you can understand the design of what visuals or animation that you use. You can also understand what they don't like, or what is boring to them, or a chore, or what amuses them in this particular design that you're working on. Also it matters because design is extremely efficient because you want to have a nice, sleek, easy, quick, functioning application design for the user. And these are some of the things that UX matters in this particular design. Now, as far as the next question, in what ways will you design apps differently? Well, I have to say I will definitely start by creating user personas, picking people that I did this month, and putting them and incorporating them into my app definition, and then creating my app definition. These are all things I've never done before, and this was a great experience, and I will, you know, actually go by these guidelines for my next project. What criteria will you use to evaluate your apps? I have to say, I will use the HIG like a Bible. This will be my resource to a lot of different layouts, color, design, just extreme, design basics, um, a lot of design basics, I should say, that will help me design my app, and strategies as well. We'll get into that in a little bit in the last question, but that's my criteria that I will use basically. Um, and I will also use people's responses and how they judge the application design to evaluate my app or different apps, um, to see what they feel. What have you learned by looking at the UX of other apps? Well, I've learned that there's a lot of competition out there, and there is a lot of different applications that have different layouts, and you have to be unique in this particular industry. You have to understand what techniques you can use for screen layouts, audio, animation, because there's a lot of applications out there that have taken their time and really have developed some beautiful pieces of art in a digital way. But there also is some, not good-looking applications, so you have to understand that they could have polished them better as well. What have you learned from reading the HIG? A lot of things. I only have 30 seconds left, but I learned about difference, clarity, animation, branding, color, typography. So these are all things that, screen layouts, designing for the user and what they want. I hope you enjoyed this particular video, and hope you guys are doing great.